In California, swimmers will have lots of company in the water. New drone images near Los Angeles show an increasing number of juvenile great white sharks swimming among people, and they're displaying some behavior that you might not expect. Carter Evans went to find out what's going on.
Getting in the water with great white sharks seems like a terrible idea.
I don't dare stand up on this board.
We're just off the coast of Santa Barbara, and within minutes.
This shark is so close, I could almost grab its dorsal fin. It is right underneath me. Now, scientists say that shark is not interested in me or other people.
Watch this huge shark swim right up to these unsuspecting children and just swim away. The population of these great whites off SoCal beaches is exploding.
I can only see it now because I'm getting up high. If I were a surfer, I'd be lying down and I'd have no idea it was underneath me.
Oh my God, don't bite him, don't bite him.
Wedding photographer Carlos Gauna started capturing these stunning images off the beach last year when the pandemic dried up business.
Almost every time I see an interaction with a human and a shark, my heart does pound. We've all been conditioned ever since Jaws came out to fear that interaction.
But this is far from Jaws. Watch as a large shark calmly cruises the surf lineup. This one approaches a family, and a swimmer is headed right toward another. All of the sharks seem uninterested.
Despite the fact that people are out there thrashing around and their arms are hanging off boards and legs are hanging off boards, sharks just ignore it.
Chris Lowe is director of the Shark Lab at Cal State Long Beach.
Why don't they want to eat us?
Well, we don't really fully know the answer to that question. First of all, we're not close to being on the menu.
Most of the sharks spotted off Southern California beaches are juvenile great whites. Despite their size, they're only up to about 6 years old and very inexperienced hunters.
Take it off.
Lowe's team showed us where the sharks use the warm coastal waters as a nursery.
When they're born, they're completely on their own. The safest place for them to be is in shallow water. They have to learn to feed on what's there. And the number one thing that's there are stingrays.
Carlos's video shows that they're very aware the surfers are there.
Yeah, in fact, we've been able to document sharks recognizing that somebody's nearby, so they know the sounds of a person swimming and surfing.
So they've learned that we're not a threat.
Kind of seems that way.
But Lowe says that could change if people get too comfortable and start going after the sharks.
They're a wild animal, and if they feel threatened, they will defend themselves.
In 2019, the Coast Guard had to airlift a surfer who was bitten by a shark off Santa Rosa Island. But Lowe says unprovoked great white shark attacks around here are extremely rare.
I mean, we're essentially telling people here, don't worry about the baby great whites in the water. But does the same thing apply on the East Coast?
Actually, no. There we have adults that are there to feed on seals. And those seals are sharing the beach with people. So that's a very different situation. Even in Northern California, I'd be a lot more hesitant about getting in the water.
But off the SoCal coast,
this shark is just swimming so calmly and so gracefully right now.
Lowe's team is working to eventually predict the conditions that could lead to encounters between sharks and people.
I'm kind of hoping in about 5 years, you'll get a rip current report and you'll get a shark report.
Lowe and his team say these videos and my interaction are examples that humans and great white sharks can coexist, at least in Southern California. Carter Evans, CBS News.